Good afternoon, Toastmaster and fellow Easy Speakers. Today I'd like to take you on a little journey into the future. Not too far into the future, just 2 weeks. Please imagine yourself waking up on June 7th, quite early, about 4:30 a.m. You're used to waking up early, so you feel refreshed, ready for a long but exciting and fun day as the inspector for your voting precinct. Yes, you are ready. You posted your ATO at work days ago after providing a copy of your notice of appointment to your manager. You came out to visit your precinct location last week, so you've already packed the extras you want into the car. Extra pair of shoes. You've already provided that appointment letter, and of course you always have to bring your manual. Oh, your seat cushion, I left that over there, but I have it. You have it. Some water bottles, a fan, extra table. You picked up your supplies last Friday and checked over the weekend that everything was there. Signs to post, table supplies, extension cords, ballots, and most importantly, your roster of voters and final instructions. You've touched base with your coordinator, and your team met at the school where your precinct will vote and did a partial setup last night. You're so ready. You even remembered to put your own completed ballot with your things so you don't have to come back for it later. So you enjoy your coffee in peace like any other day. Then you dress in comfortable, maybe even patriotic clothes, maybe something like Dave has on. You put on your pin that you received at training a few weeks ago and head for the donut shop. You know those not-so-early risers on your team will appreciate a boost, especially if they snoozed till the last minute and rushed out without breakfast. So with donuts in hand, you continue to your precinct. A few of you precinct officers are already waiting there. The doors are still locked, so you make a quick call to the custodian's cell phone. While you wait for him, you call your other officers, happy to hear they're on the way in with coffee for the team. You've worked with some of these guys before, but a few you just met last night when you met for the partial setup. Soon you're in and scurrying around to get everything in order. It's amazing to see the school stage converted into a polling place. So far, so good. All your signs are posted, ballots are in place, the machines are set up, and it's almost time for you to open the polls at 7 a.m. You administer the oath from the Declaration of Election Officers and Payroll sheet, and everyone on your team signs it. You put this very important document, the one which will ensure your paychecks arrive on time at the right addresses, into its proper bag. Each of you will sign your names more this day than you probably have in the entire last year. It's so lucky for you that the state of California supports poll working. You're being paid twice today, your regular pay without having to give up any vacation time, and your $200 from the County Elections Board. It's not much for such a long day, but it's a pretty fun, whimsical, and easy day. There will be no W-2 from the county. It's a stipend payment, not a wage. You're ready to open the polls, and there's already a few voters waiting. You open the machine's containers for voted ballots and show the first voter that they're empty. Now the fun begins. You are the roster of voters officer, so as each voter gives their name and address, you locate the name in the roster and have them sign. You note their place in the address roster and their party selection, which you pass on to your street index officer. This officer locates the voter's name in the street index and marks it off. Then, the ballot demonstrator officer hands the voter the appropriate ballot for his or her party, enclosed in a secrecy sleeve. The officer has already removed the stub from the bottom and gives the voter any information they want about marking their ballot. The assisting officer takes the voter through the remainder of the process and issues the voter an I voted sticker. In the event that the voter's name was not on the roster, or that it was there but designated as a vote by mail or with a different address, you would have called in your provisional ballot officer to take that voter through the process. The team has fallen into a comfortable rhythm. When things slow down, your officers trade off breaks and lunches. Someone may also need to travel to another precinct to vote in person or go home for something they need. Each officer on your team has chosen or been assigned one of the 5 job descriptions for the day, but by now everyone has learned all the jobs and they all back each other up when someone is gone for a while. Still, by late afternoon, the day begins to drag on as you check the time every so often. You keep the street index updated and posted until 6 p.m. and may even have a friendly conversation with a poll watcher or two. But as soon as you start to long for 8 p.m., the after-work crowd starts filtering in. You guys. And you're too busy to worry about the time until near closing. Finally, 8 o'clock arrives and you close the polls. Your team counts ballots and helps to pack everything up. You breathe a sigh of relief as you drive to the drop-off location with a partner to turn in your equipment and results. Election results are broadcasting on the radio, and you feel that you were an important part of it all. Thank you all for indulging me in a little fantasy today. By now that you've seen yourself participating in the process, all there is to do is call the election office and sign up to work as a clerk next election. After you do that a few times, you can have your own team like me and create your own long but very exciting, whimsical, and fun day each election.